minutes, extra touches. LeBron James is not playing, but Bronny James is, and he is starting. Tonight's still part of the decision-making process. You do have to explain. Wiggins, by the way, it's only his second game. He was ill in camp and missed the first 4 games. Back. Put Shafino off the bounce. Nice feed inside. Bronny James, back shot is good. Teamwork gets J.J. Redick off the bench, clapping for his young players.
You know, it's been said often, but what do you think going through LeBron's head right now as you watch your son? You know, would like to see Kuminga and Wiggins do that more often.
Bronny James
of it, and they've been conditioned to do that. That's not, Kuminga couldn't do that or wouldn't do that early on in his career.
Gary Payton playing his first minutes. There's Buddy Hield.
Stagnant, just like teams can get stagnant, just like anything can get stagnant. Adding that new infusion of guys like Terry Stotts. The Lakers right now are probably fighting for the 9 through 14 spots on the roster, 9 through 15. To like that kind of, to encourage that kind of ball movement. J.J. Redick says the same thing about his team, though, but this...
Castleton, 7 to shoot. And another.
Well, LeBron's got a cool hat on, if you want to, if we could see his hat, maybe.
Oliveri.
Mostly the same team. They changed their coach. So it'll be fascinating to see.
Men you're going to meet in the NBA. He took that team to the conference finals.
I haven't heard anybody say anything negative. In fact, they've gone above and beyond. This coach doesn't think I'm ready. I don't know if I'm in the rotation. This was Steve Kerr. And I said, Gary, it's practice. I said, Kerr is watching. Go do that. Because coaches, they're different. They've been so close. They had those great teams with early Durant, Westbrook, Harden. And this may be the next iteration for Sam Presti and what he's built.
Bajemski jumps up short. Ball batted around. Wiggins has it.
In time. I do think Boston, though, this year has a really good chance. Certainly. Very good chance of going back-to-back.
By the way, speaking of starters for Golden State and giving them a field, basically has his rotation set as Bronny James. No. Bajemski comes flying in. Stripped down low, and that will end the first half. The 8% from the field. This was walking off the court at halftime. Well, he's Bronny James's teammate, and he's a coach, and he's also his dad. And that
do so many different things. That's what you saw with the Boston Celtics. You saw a team of guys like Derek White, Drew Holiday positions, and that's what the NBA is heading towards.
Good defense there from Cam Reddish. Pokes it away from Wiggins. Oliveri goes inside, kicks it out in the corner with Shafino. Oliveri back out. Bronny James can't get that.
So you constantly fret over that. So mistakes I made. How much time do we have? Right? Can I go through all of them?
Only Jokic is second.
Oh yeah. I mean, somebody asked me, Mike, about Jokic. They said, "What were your thoughts?" I said, "I didn't have any thoughts."
In terms of the preseason, played the first 5 games. He had 8 total points. He's
bit kind of tighten up his game, but he's going to get minutes for this Lakers team.
Good defense there from the Lakers. Bronny James gets inside. Sweet move with the left hand.
And that's why people that are critical of Bronny James, give it a little time. He's a great kid, and he's going to work hard, and he's athletic.
It is 6'2", 210. As Wiggins gets inside, well defended, but a foul call.
It's funny, you see LeBron.
Moody misses. Bronny James the rebound.
Nobody does that.
But he seems like the guy. He's introducing himself to everybody. The locker room attendant, the Steph Curry just enjoying the action tonight, not playing throughout the year. He seems like a perfect last year. Castleton, shot clock winding down. And not enough time for a turnover. Preseason in camp.
Great kid, hard worker. And like I said, for the 14th pick in the draft.
Ball poked away, picked up Oliveri. Lobs it up, and Bronny James throws it.
So, Mike, I mean, they're getting exactly what they want. Haven't knocked him down, but getting good look.
Almost all of them. Nice defense inside on Livingston, Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, but that was technically those are the 6th and 7th guys. Right. But you got to embellish sometimes.
Bajemski gets into the paint. Ball movement continues. Good hands from Bronny James. Players coming up.
You didn't help me out. I think you pushed me into that way.
Did I?
Like, it was team, and obviously shows you the hustle on that play.
James, nice feed inside, but Castleton couldn't handle him.
You didn't
coached as well while I was here.
I feel like we have more talent now that Mike Dunleavy's the GM.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How about on a scale of 1 to 10?
Those two, and that's stuff that everybody on that team will. There'll be that bond for the rest of their lives. Nice cut, Bronny James on a good. Sloppy play right there. Traore with a nice help. Bronny James won't go.
Pat Riley spoke. It was put on by Pat Riley, Arn Kellum, and Mitch Kupchak, 3 people that knew Jerry well. And it would be another like him.
Yep. He was Mr. Clutch, and now the Jerry West Trophy. For the first 2 weeks, sometimes even longer, there's always a number of really funky results.
I wanted to play the bad teams early because you play them late, Mike, they've let go of the rope, and they're either not trying, don't think they can win.
Lewis tips it over to Bronny James. Shot clock at 7. Pass deflected. Good hands from Waters. Winds up back with the Lakers and Castleton.
Players on contracts that are movable. So it'll be interesting to see if this is the team.
There from Lindy Waters, the former OKC Thunder. Spencer picks it up.
No more meaningless NBA basketball. They all will start counting on the ledger.
Bronny James fouled on the pass.
Gary Payton's a great example. This guy was playing key minutes in the NBA Finals.
In the NBA, he played 41 games with 4 teams.
And that
cut multiple times, 10 days, 2.
Lesson for the people that are talking about Bronny James, right? So saying, oh, I don't know if he's good enough. Or he had a tough.
Lewis shot short. Oliveri with the hustle, of course. Bronny James from the corner, shot off.